Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. Yellow and black. Just get out of the way. Right. Not that I won't mention it again later. So last time out we took a Delray Custom that we bought at auction. We did it up as far as we could until I ran out of money and then sold it for 16 grand profit. It wasn't terrible. So I'm going to do a similar thing again. If I can get another Delray Custom I might. But I think we were lucky last time because it was a 1-star car, so it was dirt cheap. Alright, one of my other goals is to replace the Maluch that I had to sell, but I don't need to do that until I've got enough cash really, so this is a nice cheap little car. See if we can get this for 10 grand or so. There's a few options on here for cheap cars by the looks of it actually, like the Royale Bianco, the Hellcat, the Flamo. They might all be quite sort of cheap. 12 grand, I was just going to say I don't want to pay that much. Well, what happens when you bid without looking? There we go, so we spent 12 grand, let's go and fix this up. Of course I forgot to quit the auction. Okay, so here we are with our Katsimoto. Stick it on the ramp. So we spent 12 on this. 20 should be enough to fix it up completely. I assume I've already got one of these, so I'm not going to keep it. I need the money anyway. Yeah, got one of those. Look. So, first things first, let's remove the bodywork. Or, you know, not. There we go. Okay. Now, from last time, I've got some bits that I don't need, so I can sell that and that. I don't think I'm going to need brake shoes. Probably not going to need that, but we'll leave it for now. Let's see if we can fix the bodywork. Good grief. Quite a lot of it broke. No, well, that's the way of it. So we didn't have a hood, so that's unlikely to have been fixed. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I keep forgetting to do, so let's sell the junk now. So all those bits that got broken are junk. So they won't offer them to me, so I accidentally put them on the car, which does happen. What's that for the door? It's hard to tell. No. Oh, good grief. Right. Buttons. Alright. So, no. Okay. Oh, I think this door. Yes. Alright. Oh, and a wing. Or fender, as they call them. Right, whatever. Good. So that's the bodywork as done as it can be. Let's strip away. Strip away, Meladio. That sounds like one of the, well, it doesn't, but it reminds me of the shanties from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Oh, it's a terrific game. I played it shortly after it came out on the 360, and they gave it away for free last year on the Xbox One, so I got to play it all through again. Fantastic. Another bunch of achievements. Woohoo! And fantastic game played. If any of you are into pirates and you're not too fussed about Assassin's Creed, I think you'll still really enjoy Black Flag. It's more Pirates of the Caribbean than it is Assassin's Creed, to be honest. And it's a shame they haven't done any more of those. Rogue was also awesome, which was kind of the next one on. But they haven't followed it up, they've just stuck to their next-gen versions, which is a shame. They're good. I mean, crikey, I've played... oops, no, I don't put any oil in. Just played Syndicate recently, and that was great. It didn't feel as big as Unity, but oh my goodness, it was lots less buggy. The worst thing about Syndicate really was one of the heroes you can play. I mean, you have to play him sometimes, which is a bit of a shame, but that's how they did the story. You get to play one of two siblings. You can play the brother or the sister, and the brother's a bit of a dick, really. I mean, I prefer playing women in games anyway for some reason, but Jacob, I think his name is, he's just a bit of a cock, really. But there you go. Evie was quite good fun, and the game was good. It was fun because it was London, I guess. I don't know London super well, but you know, it's nice to play something based on your own country rather than it's nearly always America or something. Not so much with Assassin's Creed, to be fair. It's all over the place, but most games and things like TV shows. You know, when there's like a zombie apocalypse, it's never anywhere else but America. You know, The Walking Dead, they've never even mentioned anyone else. You know, the possibility that there might be some sort of zombie apocalypse going on in the rest of the world is neither here nor there, it seems. The apocalypse only happens in America. I think a lot of people would be happy with that. You know, you pan out from the Walking Dead sort of, you know, horrificness in America and, you know, Asia and Europe and Australia, and they're just sort of happily going about their business. Like, yeah, America's fucked, just don't go there, but we're alright. That would be funny. And kind of fitting. Yeah. Okay, so it's time to lift it up. There we go, some of the other bits. Let's take off the wheels, etc. Tasty looking wheels. Alright, so there we go. And I don't know if I mentioned it at all before, but if you like The Walking Dead, or if you don't like The Walking Dead because you think it's a bit po-faced and a little bit takes itself too seriously, try Z Nation, or Z Nation if you're in this country. Yes, I think that's what it's called, Z Nation. There's at least 2 series of it at the moment. I think there's going to be a 3rd. And it's basically the same as The Walking Dead, except for it just doesn't take itself quite so seriously. I mean, there's some really, really funny stuff in there. Some real, you know, nonsense. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but anyway, you know, for instance, there's... no, okay, I won't spoil it, but go and watch it. Z Nation. If you're into zombies or apocalypse and you don't mind a bit of silliness, yeah, definitely worth a watch. So, it's not to say I don't like The Walking Dead, it's just, you know, sometimes the choices the characters make. I mean, I don't know, I haven't read the graphic novel, but I've only watched the TV series, and I have gone off it several times, but I do keep coming back. It's obviously got something, but some of the decisions that the characters make, or some of the things that happen, are just like, you know, you're sitting there going, really? Would you really do that? I mean, come on. Can you actually think about these things before you write this crappy script? And like I say, it takes itself a little bit too seriously, but you know, I like my apocalyptic stuff, so you know, you got to take it where you can get it. And usually apocalyptic series don't last very long because I don't think people like them, or I don't know what the problem is. A bit like sci-fi shows, I guess. They have to really hit a mark for the people upstairs not to just can them after a couple of series. Maybe Apocalypse is hard to get sell advertising for, I don't know. That's the sort of commercial side of things that you sort of forget about. Well, try to forget about anyway. But it's the sort of thing I can imagine being the case, you know, they say, oh, well, we can't sell as much advertising for this show because it's really sad. People don't want to be associated with an apocalypse. Which, you know, you can understand from a marketing point of view, I guess, but there's only certain products that probably align well with apocalypses. You know, like, if you're going to sell weaponry, you know, of course, which we don't do in England, we don't sell guns and stuff on the over the counter, so, you know, couldn't be sponsored by, you know, Smith and Wesson or whoever still makes, you know, I don't know who makes guns anymore. Yeah, we're over that, guns. We don't do guns anymore. I don't know what I'm talking about. As is often the case. Still, got us through half of this rebuild, this strip down. Woohoo! There was a wheel hubcap at the back. I thought they were only on the fronts. I guess it's because it's a front wheel drive. I didn't even make that connection before. Alright, take out the bush. Doodaloo-loop. Make your little joke. Oh, this is on the more complicated rear. This is when I'm talking about a complicated rear suspension. It's one of these with all these extra links and arms, and it's got shock absorbers and springs. I mean, Christ, what sort of comfort do these people need? Alright, pull out the bush. So then we've got this suspension arm, and then this little bit of bush that you have to take out. Oh, and that's that cross beam support bit, wherever that is. Rear suspension arm, and then we can finally get that knuckle off. So there we go. I'll do it all over again. Let's do it up close though. Woohoo! You can see the individual molecules of metal. Ah! It sort of jumps at you when you take it off. Right, there we go. Take out the wheel hubcap. Whoosh. Bush whoosh. And then all these little extra bits. Many little arms and connectors and so forth. Yeah. Zip. Oh, zip. And bush. Oh, I haven't taken off this bit yet. Or this bit. There's just so much of it. There we go. So. Alright. Oh, middle muff exhaust and rear muffler. So that's all the back end done. Alright, so we need to drain the oil. I never noticed the light on that speaker before. Well, that's new. It's like the lights on that thing over there look new. I don't know if it's the low end texture set that I've got loaded in that makes the light bleed left and right so much, but looks like I've got water in my eyes, you know, and you get that sort of weird rainbowy effect when you've got water in your eyes. You know, the street lights look weird or whatever. Yeah. Right, so oh that's that doesn't, I guess it kind of looks like it's in the right place. Well, it's only $100, but you just want to avoid it, you know. Yeah, no, it wasn't charged for that. That's good. Decent amount of oil in there for a crappy old engine. Let's pop that out of the way. Right, so now we can take off the oil pan. Whoops! Managed to hit the oil pan, the oil drain again. That was special. Still, there's nothing to fall on our heads this time. Take out the bearing caps off them here. Only 3 of those. Taking the oil thing off, yeah. Alright, so that's all ready. So now we've just got to bring it down, remove the pistons, put it up, take out the crankshaft, bring it down, remove the engine block. There we go. So, pistons. Back up in there. Crankshaft. And back down again. It's the yo-yo. Doing the engine yo-yo. Yo. Right, so that's everything removed. Barring the fixed pieces of bodywork. It's got some crappy bits on the bodywork which we need to use this tool for. I'm not so fussed about that just now. So let's fix all the bits we can fix. Listen to the braking noises of the bits that break. Hope nothing expensive breaks. There's less bother about it now, should be able to afford this. Wow, there's lots of bits. There's a repair all option. I think it should be less likely to be broken as well, the better quality it is. You know, so if you're trying to fix something that's on 8%, or whatever the minimum is, I don't think you can fix anything that's that low, then there should be a higher, even at the best repair options. What am I on now? What does it say? What does it actually say? 90% chance of repair. I think perhaps even when it's at the top end, it should be higher. So when it's like a 98% piece, it should be a very small chance of it breaking. But if it's like a really dodgy, knackered piece like that, then it should be much more likely to break. But anyway, I've complained about the lack of complexity in the repair things before. What am I doing? I'm trying to sell all my crap out of here. So I want to sell all the junk, and then sort by condition and sell all that crap. So I don't do what I want, just the sparkly, spanky, fresh. Right. So, first thing to buy then was, what was it? An engine block i4. So, here we go. Block I. Okay, that didn't work. Block. Ah, it's 'cause it's in brackets, look. Good. Yeah. Alright, that's that. Let's see if we've got any. I've got none of these bits, have we? Alternator. That's an easy one to do. What about the air filter base? Yes. Let's buy an air filter to pop in it. This one's at the top of the list there. And then the top. Yeah, I've got all that. Cool. How about the clips? I got 2 of these, so we need 2 more clip A's. There we are. And so, power steering pump. Yep, that got fixed. What else can we put on here? The radiator, maybe? The fan. Yep, good. The battery won't have been fixed. So let's Let's go back to the engines. Look at the top there. That's an easy. Battery. ABS pump. Nope. Brakes. ABS pump. How about the module? Yeah, that's fixed. Nice. Got all the electronics fixed on the repair bench by hammering it. A la Jeremy Clarkson. Brake servo. Okay, that's mainly the bits that we can do with it on the ground. So let's pop it up in the air. I know you can do the suspension stuff when it's on the ground, but you know, as you can also do it whilst it's in the air, I sort of think, well, why not? Yeah, brilliant. That's got one of those. Front wheel hub, awesome. Nice. Right. No, steering rack. Yes. So we need a front sway bar, inner tie rods, and outer tie rods. So front sway bar, running gear, front sway bar, 2 of these, 2 of those. Okay. Plop. Plop. Got one of these? Yeah, got a couple of those. Great. Farmer bushes, of course. Oh, and we got one of these to put in. What is this? Wheel hub bearing. That's right down the bottom of the list. 2 of those popples. That's presumably for the axle to go in, which we can't put in yet, so we don't have the gearbox on. Outer tyre radio did that. So what do I need? Oh, the spring. So it always confuses me, because you're kind of thinking, well, something's supposed to connect to this. Where is it? But you have to put the spring on first, which, like I say, it catches me out. Never mind. Front spring. 1, 2. There we go. And then put on the shock absorber when we've bought 2 of them. Front shock absorber. Bolty bolts, and then presumably a cap. Yep. 2 of. Alright. Got the sway bar. Oh, and then we've got the sway bar front end link A. Sway bar front end link A. 1, 2. Jolly good. Right, to the other side. Front steering knuckle A. Front steering knuckle A. Lower suspension arm. Doop-be-doo. And one of these front wheel hub jobbers. Oh, we've got one. Look at that. That's why it's worth checking. Memory man. You forget. Memory man's special power, not remembering. See, Memory Man, forget things, only just told to him. Be amazed at his lack of knowing what the hell's going on. Doesn't really sound like a show you'd want to go to, does it? Right, let's buy some bush. Rubber bush. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4 is back as well. That's me remembering something, going against all my previously mentioned memory issues. Go right on ahead and remember something. Ha! Take that, memory stuff. That's right. Go, not me. What? Right, so crankshaft. No, I haven't got one of those. So we need a crankshaft I4. Crank! Not crack. Hello, we've got to be crack. Crankshaft I4. Flywheel. Gear boxen. Flywheel. And then we've got the clutch platen. Oh, got one of those, lovely. And the pressure plate. And one of those. So, pressure plate. Screwy bolty bolt screw. Bolty bolty bolty. There we go. And then, no. Gearbox I4. Okay, there's several, so let's make sure we get the right one. Just a normal gearbox I4. Good. Alright. Bolt that popples in. Lovely jubbles. And then we've got the front drive shaft. Yeah, that's nice and fixed. Front drive axles. Awesome. That's all that. Good. Right, so do the same on this side. Why can't I put this in? Oh, I haven't put the little hub bearing bit in. There we go. And the axle. Awesome. So that's just brakes now for the front. Oh no, hang on. I haven't put that on yet. Easy to forget. It's hard to see. Right, okay, so that's doing well. Let's got the rear end. Let's see what we've got of this. Awesome, that's a good start. Rear axle knuckle housing, yes, good. No, I haven't got those though, so we need 2 rear wheel hubs. Rear wheel hub. 2, we're going to need 2 of these. Watch me go. Memory. Oh, I had a spare one. That'll teach me to go ahead and think I know what I'm doing. I don't need 4 bush for the back. Oh, I do need 4. I need 6 bush for the back, in fact. Not just 4, still. I haven't got one of those. What are these? Rear suspension arm B. Let's just go back to running gear. Rear suspension arm B. 2 of. Get that one on. What about this upper arm thing? Rear suspension upper arm. Got one of those. So we're going to need another one of those. Rear suspension upper arm. What else have we got in here? Rear shock absorber A. 2 of them. Do these have springs? No, the springs were separate, weren't they, on a separate piece? We need some small bushes for these. Small rubber bushings. Still listed as an R, though. Oh no, it just happens that rubber bushing next on the line is small rubber bushing. For some reason I thought they weren't alphabetically correct. Quite a bit of the rest of the listings aren't, so that's a safe assumption in some senses. Spring cap, got one of those. We need 2 rear springs though, so spring cap, rear spring, potentially 2 rear shock absorber caps as well. Yep. Alright. Okay, we need 2 more bushes because I only bought 4 instead of 6 for the rear end. Good. Rear sway bar A. So rear sway bar A. 2 more bushes. I need the sway bar link. It's down here. 2 of them. Sway bar rear end link. Okay, so that's that side done. Let's go over here. Insert bush. Knuckle. Hubcap. Yeah. So. Rear suspension. Oh. For some reason I thought I had that. Rear suspension arm. Alright. Put its little bush in. Shock absorber. That thing. That thing. Put our little bush. Insert our tiny bush so that we can put on this arm. And that has the spring on. Alright. Okay. Oh, and the sway bar rear end link. Almost forgot. Easy to do. So just the brakes now for the rear suspension. So do we have a fuel tank? No, I don't believe they get fixed either. So for fuel tank, we might need a for pump as well. For pump. No, we're okay for pumps. Alright, so let's have a look at the exhaust system. We need a rear muffler and a middle muffler. Rear muffler. Middle muffler. Rear muffler. No, whatever that is. What's that? Just an exhaust pipe, is it? Exhausting pipe. Yeah. Okay. And what else? We need a catalytic converter and a front exhaust section. Catalytic converter, front exhaust section. Alright, so that's all that. Good. So, brake system and engine. Do on the gearbox. Starter motor? No, not from here. Right, so let's do some more work on the engine. I think it's pistons next. Quick slurp of drink. Alright. So we won't have these. So pistons. Pissed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did it recognise all of those? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Engine head, no, engine head I4. So head, engine head I4. Bolty bolts. Not where the bolt holes look like, but I guess they're for the things that are going to go on top. Alright, so we need 4 spark plugs. Oh, got the camshaft. Oh, we need 2. Alright. Engine camshaft. Just a generic camshaft, please. Do we have just a generic camshaft? Yeah, that's just badly listed, as I mentioned earlier. 4 spark plugs. Mr. Sparkle. Spark plugs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Screw them into the correct torque. Yep. Well, could have put that on, I suppose. Engine head cover. Oh, nothing's screwed into those extra screw holes. Oh, bolt holes, whatever. Hey ho! It's a very small point. So 4 ignition coils. What about these cam gears? No. So cam gears. 1, 2, and then what was the other thing? I've already forgotten. Oh yeah. What are they called though? Ignition coils. Now I remember what they are, just can't remember what they're called. Not so useful. Ignition coils. 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't need screwing on. Awesome. Bolting in rather. So timing belt. RFPCT. Timing belt. One for me. Okay. And then timing belt cover. Oh, we got that. Grand. So what else do we need? Crankshaft pulley. Crankshaft pulley. Is it an I4 jobber? I guess, yeah. Of course it is. Bolt him on, and then we've got an idle roller. Wow, I've not seen them for a while. Idle roller. Idle roller. So one of those. There's usually a few of them, but just the one I guess for now. What's this? A water pump. I4 down the bottom. Water pump I4. Yeah. Gotcha. Right, so is it belt time? It is. Serpentine belt B. I'm going to go right ahead and guess it's serpentine belt A goes with that. I know. It's amazing. So serpentine belt A and B. Alright. So let's hope that's correct. A. Oop, belt tensioner. There we go. And belt A. Awesome. That's all the timing gear done. Good, good. So we've got, oh yeah, fuel rail DI. Is that an I4 or just no? Fuel rail DI. Fuel rail DI. Fuel rail DI. And intake manifold. We've got one of those. Oh, many bolts. Many bolts. And then the throttle, presumably, yeah, throttle I4, good, got one of them, that just pushes on. Exhaust manifold, cool, that got mended. And then there's a shield to go on top of that, of course, which reminds me of the old engine covers from Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. There we go. This bit of crap. Alright, starter motor, yeah, awesome, lots of bits. So, what we got here? Fuel filter. Just on the first, yeah, fuel filter, good. And that, I think, is the front done. Oh, I've got an oil filter to stick on. Would it be weird to put the oil in first? Oh, hang on, what have we got missing here? Oh no, nothing, I'm confused. There's no oil pan. That's even more important than an oil filter is the thing that stops it just gushing straight onto the floor. I'll have to say that that's probably a good thing to stop me doing. Right, so we've got our crankshaft bearing caps as well, which we only have one, so we need 2 more of those. Some crankshaft bearing caps times 2, and oil something or another. Come on, oil. There we go. I4, that's the one. Just took a screenshot. Mashed the keypad. So, very exciting screenshot of the shop, I guess that might have been. That'll have me scratching my head. Okay, and then the oil pan with its nice yellow and black reflections, bizarrely, in its matte surface. So, then it's brakes. Brake systems for everyone. So, we need 2 ventilators, 2 discs, 4 pads. I'm not sure if that's 3 or 4. Don't buy the calipers because you never know, you might have fixed those, and we have fixed at least 3. Don't know if you can hear that, but my cat is meowing at me now. I don't think the microphone picks that up. Unlucky cat. No one can hear you. Yes. There we go. Looks like we've got a wheel that broke. Maybe it's all these bad reflections making them break, eh? Maybe. Okay, so yeah, we've got enough calipers. Well, that's nice. We usually have at least 1 broken caliper. There we go. Oh, the cat wasn't that desperate, she's wandered off. Oh, he's playing his game again. Right, Rim Classic 02. Rim Classic 02. There we go. Now, if you watched me do the Mercedes DLC, you'll notice that I couldn't put any different wheels on the Mercedes other than the Mercedes wheels. That has been fixed now, apparently. You can put other wheels on. Right, so what have I forgotten? Let's see if any of these are missing. Looks like all the car parts. Oh, of course, it's just the bodywork that isn't fixed. I forgot to look at how much it was worth. So we started on 33, so we've spent, what, 22-ish? That's about all it's worth. It's a little bit disappointing. Okay, so let's continue and buy the bodywork, and hope that makes a difference, because we get the bonus, obviously, for completing it. So, we need a Katagiri Katsumoto bonnet and wings. So, body shop. Katsumoto. We need front right fender, front right fender. It's freaking awkward, this bit. There we go, and we need the bonnet and the front bumper. Or hood, sorry. Hood and front bumper. There we go. What else? We need both the rear tail lights and the rear bumper. So, rear tail lights. Yeah, I always do that. I know. As opposed to the front tail lights, yes. Okay, so that's all the bodywork. So we get an extra 5k for those sort of grand's worth of bodywork. That's not a bad return. Plus the restoration bonus, that's 4.5. Now, the body condition is at 90%. That's this new feature where they make the non-replaceable parts knackered. Now this, which I can't find out how much it's going to cost me first. Oh, I can. Oh, for £1,000. There we go. Let me get the choice. So that's good. So £1,000, that's not too bad. So let's see what difference that made. Oh yes, that was definitely worth it. So that's increased both the car value and the restoration bonus. So instead of the 22 that we were looking at before we put on the extra bodywork, we're now looking at 34. Now I used to think you were getting that on top, this restoration bonus, but that's included. So I think we're getting 34 grand total for selling this. You know, when it's ready to be sold. And not 1 minute before. Now, of course, I couldn't put oil in when the oil pan wasn't on, so then I immediately forgot all about it. It'd be a bit churlish to not give them some oil. There we go. Alright, so let's go again. Let's polish, polish, polish. Now, obviously, I wouldn't buy this because it's green. Not to keep in my garage, I'll have to paint it purple. Purple. Yeah, alright. So anyway, but it's not for me. So sell for 34 grand. Yes, please. So now we have made a decent amount of cash, 40 odd grand. So now we can potentially, for instance, purchase and keep a Maluch if we find one in the auction. Alright, another fairly longish one, doing the whole strip down and rebuild in one go, but there you go, we might do it again next time, but we can start collecting cars again soon, so that's nice, but we have to keep doing the occasional sale just to keep our money going. Alright, thanks for watching, come back soon, and maybe watch some trees jiggle together, eh? Maybe? No, probably won't. Bye.